Dry, yeah, drum roll weak, but I glow up quick. 15 minutes every day and made the footwork slick. Bad at it, good at it, either way get lit. If the grind feels ugly, that's the luckiest gift. Yeah, peace in my chest when I gave that all. Win or lose, slept good, no regrets at all. Coach tossed me in the fire, I don't fear that call. Minutes vanish fast, so I take that ball. Pick and roll in my bag with the jab, so rude. Post move, counter move, pick your loss, my dude. How you wanna lose when I'm feeling that groove? Patience in the lane and I still bust through. Everybody wanna win, but the prep too rare. Only few wake early like Gates out the chair. Genetics, home luck, they can boost you there. But effort turn a long shot in a billionaire. If the dog's on me, I'm running like Flash. Coach push hard, parents think he's spaz. If his dog's in the grass, they clap so fast. Real hoopers understand why the pressure gon' last. Hard over pockets, hope over cash. Dreams in my head when I'm hitting that dash. Spirit beats strength when you build to clash. 5 S's in my soul when I'm on that path. No, just once, every moment's a code. Every time you push through, that's the way you reload. Hurdles get bigger as you walk that road. Better get tougher, get stuck and fold. Ask myself daily, what's the top thing now? Oprah got demoted, then she flipped that crown. Roy, you got small, make the world bow down. Every job is a throne if you shut it all down. Some days feel heavy, but I still grind out. Get dropped in the pain, but I still climb out. Impossible loud, but I mute that doubt. Champ keep moving even when they wiped out. My efforts talk clearer than my mouth ever could. Give less than your max and you misunderstood. Show me what you think of me, show me if you would. Effort is the language of the brave and the good. Kids learn fast, mine's more like clay. Teach big early, let them shock your day. Underestimate them and they drift away. Lift them higher and they carve their way. People watch you close even when they clown. Eyes on your steps when you moving through town. Let your life be the reason that they switch that frown. Light in the dark and the light comes down. Impossible, possible, depends on grind. Determination flip fade like a baseline bind. Work to improve, don't showboat shine. Showcase later when your mountains climb. New York toughness in a packed crowd roar. If that's your only world, then you learn to soar. Hard moments hit different, but they build your core. So chase the hardest days till you can't no more. Yeah.
Mic check, what up? Happy New Year! Almost New Year, whatever, you know what I'm saying. All right. We are checking in with you on December 31st, right before the 2026 New Year's. I hope that you guys are taking it in well. If anyone happens to be watching the show, cool. If you're not, understandable. All right, I'm sure that all the kids are at like enormous parties right now. So enjoy your party. Don't drink too much. By drinking, I mean the apple cider stuff, Martinelli's, of course. All right, but now it's time to reflect on your year and the things that you want to do for next year. And it's a worldwide celebration that could be chosen on any arbitrary date. Really, New Year should probably be like the first day of spring, if you're asking me. But what do I know? What do I know? You can count any part that you want as a New Year, but people tend to choose this day because it aligns with the calendar. And when everyone chooses this day, they always choose like a New Year's resolution. So what is your resolution? What are you guys thinking of like doing differently next year? And we have our challenge out there, for the New Year's challenge, KJ's New Year's challenge, shooting Jays, whatever I called it, where you have to shoot 2,026 shots or make 2,026 shots all day tomorrow. Who's going to be up for it? Who's going to be doing it? Let me know in the comment section if you plan on doing that. If you plan on doing our challenge of challenges, this is the Kieran Inspire Challenge. He's one of the greatest players to ever play in our program. Can you keep up with him for a day? Can you keep up with him for one day? Again, you have to shoot or make 2,026 shots. Do it throughout the course of tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow on New Year's Day, the 1st, you have to shoot or make. He's gonna do makes. You can do shots if you want to. You can do them from close, do from like mid-range, do them as a game, do it however. But 2026. Film as much as you can of it. Film parts of it. At least talk about it. Say how you did or whatever you may do, whatever. All right. But let's see if you guys can keep up to that tradition of his to make it a tradition of all of ours. Let's begin the show with our quote of the day. Be your greatest fan. All right. We tend to do all this stuff to gain fans, and people tend to like forget that unless they love themselves, they won't ever like, it won't ever mean anything for anyone else to love them. And I don't just mean like just love yourself in terms of like, oh yeah, I'm awesome. No. I mean deserve it. Deserve your fanship or your fandom. All right, deserve it. So basically, look at it like this. Who in life are you a fan of? And then why are you a fan of them? And if it's not basketball and you're a basketball player, well then take the gist of what they do and try to apply it to your sport. Then you want to do that. So if you're a fan of, it's kind of difficult though, because if you're a fan of, let's say, John Morant, why are you a fan of his? Because he can jump high. He was given that by God, probably. So for you to do that, you would have to either like beg God for a gift or get in the gym and just like work at it. But what if you're a fan of Wembanyama and you're a fan of him because he's so tall? Well, you can't grow. So I think you have to work on why you're a fan of people and like truly choose the correct people. You want to choose people who are great to each other, great to themselves, people that have a work ethic. That should be who you're a fan of. All right. Now, once you're a fan of someone, you found that person, you want to pretend like you aren't yourself and that you're looking in at yourself. And what would yourself need to do to earn your fandom? Okay. Because you can't grow tall. But what could that person do? And if it's work your butt off, be passionate, be brave, be all those things. So don't just be your greatest fan, but earn the fact that you are your greatest fan. I think that's the quote of the day, and that's how I can best state it. All right. Let's look at the history of hoops section. Again, you should be looking at it yourself. A random one that just came up is UCLA's dynasty. All right, they won like 10 or 11 straight championships between Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Bill Walton and a few other guys that they were dominating the whole decade basically, and it was insane. All right, because they had like some like big time people a part of their program, but it must have been a pretty good coaching in terms of John Wooden and the school did their part, I'm sure, but mainly because they have the dominant players. This is the part of history for UCLA of how they became such an enormous school to go to. Once you become that, everyone wants to join that. All right, I say write your own story, but also you should shoot for schools like this one day wanting you as well. All right, you can watch all these things in our challenge section under the history of hoops. All right, moving on to our workouts real quick. So if you're doing the homework for today is the workout card. You can do it at many different levels, whether you are 1st through 8th grader, high schooler, college or pro, you can do the stuff outlined below. It gets harder and harder as you get older. All right, then all the workouts today are right there. That's coming up there. You should be doing that stuff for at least 5 minutes a day. All right, to practice for it. So if we were having the actual workout, we would do it for about 10 minutes each. All right, as you do the homework that's below me. But before this day, you should have already done that stuff for 5 minutes apiece. So hopefully you're keeping up to all that stuff. If you're not, you're normal, but you don't want to be normal, do you? All right, we are going through this fast. All right, the attendance, we have no attendance for the day. Because the attendance starts back up on the 1st. So I'm going to reset it tomorrow, and you guys have all year long to try to strive to be the best at that. All right, and I don't know if he's here, but this might be the second time he's missed. Noah Masseth, how's he been doing? We can see it at least. If you're here, check it in the comments section so that I know that you're here. He posted an hour ago. Okay, so he posted his stuff with the daily challenges, workout ladders. Okay, I see that. Workout half court stuff. Okay, I guess. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. A day ago he posted. Okay, so he looks to be keeping up to it for at least the last couple of days. So that's a good job with that stuff. But you have to. But one of the things for today is to check in for the show. So if he doesn't check in during the show, he loses the point. And when I'm thinking, this should be his consequence. Okay, we're gonna have this show, and during this hour, we're gonna look at his channel. All right, I'm gonna look at his to-do list, and I'm gonna check to see if he's actually done those things. There's 4 things per day in the to-do list. All right, so if I look at it, all right, again, he should be here, but he's not here, so he doesn't get this point. All right, but I think there are 4 things for him to do per day. Let me check real quick. All right, so I got Noah Masseth. Where's Noah? Right there. All right, so today, there's 4 things every single day. That means that there's 28 things for the week. And what I would like, I think he owes us a 17 for every single thing that he missed. So if there's only one thing that he missed, that's 117. All right, and I need him to post it probably on like a Saturday or Sunday, like after all the workouts are done. So that will be what he has to do. Or maybe we do it after this show. So like since it's on a Wednesday and I can add them up, that might be even better. So that Thursday, we can add something to that Thursday or Wednesday. He gets to have a choice, sure. He has to run that many 17s and film them, I suppose. Yeah, or we can do it at practice too, where he just gets there and just starts to sprint. So I didn't want to add any negative, but apparently we do. He's not the kind of kid that can just hold up himself, but hey, who is that person, right? So we'll be helping him out by punishing him just a little bit whenever he messes up. But he's been doing a great job so far. We'll see how it comes. But part of this is to become an everyday sort of person, and that's pretty tough. All right, moving on to Adrian Mendoza is killing. He doesn't even have to check in today. He's 1 for the month. But who is the oldest player to ever play in the NBA is the question. I've asked this one before, but I asked it again today because I believe yesterday was LeBron's birthday, so he's now like 41 years old or something like that. LeBron is not the answer, but who is the oldest person to ever play in the NBA? That's the question, and I'll come back right back after this commercial break to find out. So let me see. I need to add my face to this page. Haven't added it yet. Let's go like that. Oh, I'm up here. Now I'm moving. I'll put myself right above that fellow right there. Anyways, here's the story of the day. Story number 123, Collective Knowledge. You can check that out in our Limitless TV section on our website. All right. Always check the story of the day. We won't show it here on the show. Just something to move on from. Anyways, moving on. Let's see. I got Adrian here. Adrian, last second here. But yes, who's been doing the work? Oh, you haven't answered the question. Oh my God, that is the answer. The answer is Nat Hickey. He's 46 years old playing the NBA. Will LeBron catch that? Heck nah. There's no way in hell that LeBron can catch that. But I will add your final point, man. Good job, Adrian. You have an 11. You dominated. You will get your $50 coin. All right, the next time that I see you, man. All right. But yes, no Noah today, so he would be running. He has to show up during that segment of his. But yeah, that is not happening. But yeah, so here's his posting the homework. I see you guys. Remelo, lelo. All right, Noah with the grind. Always do hashtag grind if you're looking for our medal. I've been on, but my dad has been on his phone. Okay, well, thanks for watching the entire time. I see you, man. All right, anyways, I talked to you guys about the attendance, and that's basically it. Just got to tell you guys to have a happy new year. Make sure that to be your greatest fan. Be your greatest fan. We're gonna be off until the 5th. All right, for the show and for our workouts. The workouts restart then. We're adding another location. We're going to try, but we're going to be at Aurora and Broomfield mainly, and we're going to be rotating. All right, so only one location for each of those, but we're going to rotate through. And then we're going to try to still do Denver/Centennial. Hopefully, like someone bites in those areas, but we'll like at least have like 1 day a week in those areas. So we'll see how that pans out. So if you know any friends, you guys can do that. We have a lot of things coming up, including our trip to Spain. We're going to add a trip to Oakland, trip to San Diego. We also have games starting up the week after this weekend. All right, and that will be like 1 or 2 games per weekend throughout the rest of the winter until spring. We also have our summer camp. We're going to add a summer camp back this summer, and we're going to allow for you guys to invite your friends to get half off. Well, you guys get like 75% off because you guys are members. All right, we have a lot of things to do. We will be slowly telling you guys over the break. So heads up for all that information. And thank you for joining me this year. Let's do it again. He's actually is 45 years and 363 days old. He should have played for 2 more days. What was his problem? All right, Noah, you missed it, man. You missed it. But you have to rewind the show so I can tell you what you have to do whenever you miss these things. All right. So was late? You were at Walmart. Yeah, Walmart breaks, whatever kind of breaks. From now on, it's you have to run a 17 for each of the 4 things per day. So make sure that you label these 4 things perfectly. You can even put like Tuesday in front of it so I can see it. Like Tuesday, 5-minute drill, Tuesday, book challenge, Tuesday, monthly workout. Like, so I can definitely see it. I'm going to go through while we're on this show every Wednesday and say what you didn't do. And since there are 28 things, including watching the show, you have up to 28 17s that you have to post either that day or Thursday. Anytime, Wednesday or Thursday, you post those for the previous week. All right, you have to run a 17 per thing that you missed. All right, and the next time I see you, I'll make you run them in person. Got it? So hopefully you miss like fewer than 3 things. We don't need to be running forever, but I guess we just will. So we're gonna add a little negative, but hopefully this only helps you out. So keep pushing, and that's my time. Happy New Year, you guys. All right, and I'm out. Great job with the trivia. Adrian, you murdered it once again, man. All right, cue that music so I can be out. I'll see y'all next year. That's it. I'll see you guys next year. Don't talk to me. Peace.
Real leaders who've been silent still clutch when it counts. I don't fear big moments, I'll rise when they mount. No thinking consequences, only aiming for the net. Big shots fall cleaner when your mind stays set. Some treat hoops like breathing, obsession in their bones. Others chase balance so they don't burn down their homes. Kids learn from examples more than anything said. Strong parents build giants by the path that they tread. Weak habits passed down while strong habits take root. Daily choices shape futures like perfecting your shooting route. Risking little costs more than risking it all. Edison vibes turn, setbacks into calls. Low walk thinking is settling. How y'all thinking is trust? Shoot your dreams up, words so they drop where they must. Practice form lying down, one arm near the rim. Muscle memory wins games more than hype in the gym. Game film shows the truth, slow played on the screen. Fix 2 flaws, keep 2 strengths, stay mentally clean. School of basketball, both matter the same. You cannot go D1 if you shortcut the game. Hard work cannot end, it has to become who you are. Discipline turns a role play into someone they star. Die for loose balls like your life's on the court. If you stay standing up, coach, cut your minutes short. Late players face bigger consequences when they slip. Earn your fairness by your habits, not your lip. Lift weights, break down, let the comeback cook. Strength comes in healing, that's the part most overlooked. Losing shows character more than wins ever do. Shake hands, no excuses, then get back and improve. Worry is a rocking chair that never goes far. Focus on the work, on the form, on the bar. Treat your hobby like a major class taught by the game. destroyed, regret never came. You walk to your dream, one failure at a time. Each step looks ugly, but the finish line shines. Foster your goals, believe through the noise. Focus so sharp, it cuts through your choice.